Rumour has it that Johnny Carson was the original owner of this yacht. This is one of the very few yachts on the market that has a dripping with Swarovski crystals. That's still very important. I dress specially for the video. Welcome to San Diego and welcome on board Lynn, a yacht built with a very specific mission in mind. A mission it accomplishes supremely well, allowing the owner and their guests to go fishing. Now, I don't know a lot about fishing, although I totally understand the appeal. I thought, for example, that all of these rod holders here were to have rods with their lines out in the water to maximize the possibility of catching a fish. The broker, though, was explaining to me that actually they are full of rods, but the idea is that under different circumstances you need a different sort of rod. So from here, the owner can quickly grab the rod that they need to cast out and to catch the fish that they want. Before I tell you what else is amazing about this yacht, though, let me give you some of her vital statistics. Built in 1995 by the Nordlund shipyard in Washington, this all-American motor yacht has a length of 89 feet and a beam of 21 feet. She cruises at 12 knots, has a maximum speed of 18 knots, and can hold 3,300 gallons of fuel. We'll be looking at her engine room and telling you about her range a little bit later in the video. Back to the fishing potential of this yacht, though, and actually the cockpit area here almost deserves its very own video. There's so much to show you. Starting from across here, where there's a engine control so that it's so easy to moor the yacht onto its dock. From this position here, you can easily see your surroundings. This screen here has got all of the navigational screens that you require, from the GPS, the radar, the depth sounder, which of course is very, very useful when you're fishing. When you catch the fish, you can store them in a freezer underneath here. And here you have a live well for the bait. Clearly the owner of this yacht had thought of everything. But what's kind of cool is that as you move up the steps from the cockpit onto the aft deck, suddenly you're no longer on a yacht that's just for fishing. Now you're on a luxury motor yacht with a nice seating area here, great views of your surroundings. But really when it starts to win out and when you really start to see the difference is when you step inside. Inside, again, I'm reminded that a yacht doesn't have to be dripping with Swarovski crystals or the skins of endangered animals to be considered luxury. It is a luxury to be able to sit on a well-engineered, robust, strong vessel with your friends, talking about what you've been doing during the day, watching Deadliest Catch on the television in the evening. And there's something about this yacht that does kind of invite you to be with your friends and your family, enjoying their company. As we move forward, the way that the galley is laid out, now it's a lovely galley with great equipment, everything that you need to be able to cook the fish that you've caught during the day, but it's open to that lovely dining area there so that you can sit, chat with your friends, have a beer or a glass of wine while you're doing the cooking. Very interesting, though, as we move further forward, what I found on the bridge. So first of all, this is a very big bridge for the size of a yacht, very well equipped. But what I was particularly interested in was this. This is something the captain showed to me, the original line drawings when the yacht was being designed. Rumour has it that Johnny Carson was the original owner of this yacht. Actually, the name of the yacht originally was Happy Dock, and that was the name of many of his yachts. So this writing here could possibly even be Johnny Carson's writing. As you can see, he was making notes to the naval architect. He wanted to know fiberglass from to where. As it turned out, the entire yacht, the hull and the superstructure is all built from composite, from fiberglass. But he made his notes on little changes that he wanted to make. And it's useful to have not so much the original line drawings, but the later line drawings that we'll use as a reference point as we look around the rest of the yacht, because it is quite an unusual layout. Starting down these steps. Below deck are 2 guest staterooms with queen beds in each one. Plenty of storage space in each of these cabins, and of course each one has its own ensuite bathroom. Moving up a few steps, we find ourselves in the crew quarters. 2 separate cabins, one for the captain and one for the other crew, sharing a sizable bathroom and shower. This is not the only guest accommodation though, because if we move further aft, there's another stairwell. And this one leads to the master stateroom. Now the master stateroom, as you can see, is full beam. Huge amount of storage space here. Actually, I was looking for somewhere earlier to put my other change of clothes because I dressed specially for the video, and all of these were full. I mean, it's incredible the amount of clothes and belongings that you can get into this area. Very nice, very spacious ensuite bathroom as well, with a large shower room. And interestingly, the position of this is very close to the engine room. Look at this. Through here we have a large washer and dryer, and then this very short corridor leads to the engine room. I was genuinely impressed with the engine room. Sometimes they are quite crowded and difficult to film, but Lynn's technical area is spacious, clean, and beautifully laid out. The engines are 800 horsepower each, Caterpillars, and the yacht has a range of about 1,400 nautical miles at cruising speed. Easily enough to get you to Mexico and back for your mahi-mahi and margaritas, a trip that Lynn is no stranger to. Something I haven't shown you yet though that's still very important is the Flybridge. You can access the Flybridge from inside or from this ladder here. This really is a yacht where the owner knew exactly what he wanted. It's a huge Flybridge. He's made sure that he has a docking station here. I don't know why I don't see more of these in the Mediterranean. It's such a useful thing to have when you're pulling up closer to the dock, and you can really control things from here. But the space for this huge tender, the crane that lifts and retrieves it, this is amazing. A massive jet ski. Even the jet ski has rod holders, because there's not enough in the cockpit there aft. You have a sunbathing area, a cozy area here to sit with your friends, enjoy their company, and of course, the helm station. I think above all though, the points that I want to make about this particular yacht is that if you enjoy fishing, and particularly American clients love to go fishing in their yacht, mostly you're restricted to buying a sports fisher yacht. Now, sports fisher yachts tend to be a lot smaller than this. They tend to be a lot faster, and so they don't have so much range. And actually, although that's great for getting you to this fishing spot very quickly, once you're there, you don't need that speed. You're probably going to be stationary, or at the very most, just crawling along. This is one of the very few yachts on the market that has a proper fishing cockpit at the stern but it is also a proper yacht that can take you long distances with a good range to it. That makes it quite a rare vessel. And if it's quite a rare vessel that you would like to own, and you can envisage yourself, your friends and your family going places, fishing, enjoying yourselves, you can do no better than to contact my friend and colleague Paul Daubner, who represents the owner. His email address is on screen now.